Welcome back to Project 613. Today we are going to learn 6 mitzvot. The first is that it is forbidden for a Kohen, for a priest, to serve in the temple while in a state of ritual impurity. You see, we learned yesterday that it is forbidden for anyone to enter the temple while in a state of ritual impurity. But today we learn a specific mitzvah for the Kohanim, for the priests who usually have to serve in the temple. However, while in a state of ritual impurity, they are forbidden from serving. And as we learned, ritual impurity has nothing to do with physical dirt. You can come straight out of the shower but still be ritually impure. Ritual impurity comes either from being in contact with a dead body or after the discharge, certain discharges from the body that cause ritual impurity. And as long as the Kohen is in a state of ritual impurity, he is forbidden from serving in the temple. The second mitzvah that we learned today is that a Tevul Yom is forbidden from serving in the temple. Now, what's a Tevul Yom? Well, in the process of regaining ritual purification, step one is that the Kohen has to visit the mikvah. But even after visiting the mikvah, the Kohen would have to wait for the duration of the day until evening, and only at the end of the day, after following the mikvah, then he has regained his full purification, his full ritual state of ritual purity, and can re-enter the temple. So long as the Kohen has been to the mikvah, has immersed in the pool of water in the mikvah, but the day has not yet passed, this is what's called a Tevul Yom, literally means someone who is immersed today. And the second mitzvah that we are learning today is that a Kohen who is a Tevul Yom, meaning he has immersed in the mikvah today in order to cleanse himself of his ritual impurity, he is forbidden from serving in the temple until the end of the day, until nightfall. The next 3 mitzvot that we learn have to do with a Kohen who has a physical blemish. The first is that a Kohen with certain physical blemishes is forbidden from entering the inner courtyard of the temple and the actual structure of the Heichal, the main structure of the temple building. The next mitzvah is that a Kohen is forbidden from, a Kohen with a blemish is forbidden not only from entering the temple, but a specific prohibition for such a Kohen to serve in the temple. And finally, another prohibition on a Kohen with a temporary blemish from serving in the temple. And that means there are certain blemishes that are permanent, but there are other physical blemishes which will heal. But so long as a Kohen has a blemish, even if it's temporary, it would be forbidden for them to serve in the temple, so long as it has not yet healed. Of course, once it's healed, the Kohen can return to his service in the temple. The final 6th mitzvah that we are going to learn today has to do with the Kohanim preparing for the service through washing their hands and feet. The Torah tells us that before the Kohanim start the service, they need to wash their hands and feet. This mitzvah was first given Moses. God told Moses to tell Aaron, "V'rachatzu Aaron ubanav mimenu et yidehem v'raglehem," that Aaron and his sons shall wash their hands and feet from the special wash basin known as the kior. This was a special wash basin made out of copper, which was located outside of the sanctuary. And the Kohanim would have to wash their hands and feet in the beginning of the day and before performing each specific service. This mitzvah is commemorated until this very day. Each one of us wash our hands every morning. When we wake up, we do the netilat yadayim. And one of the reasons for this is to commemorate the way the Kohanim would wash their hands and feet before serving God. And so too, every day, before we go to pray and before we serve Hashem, we wash our hands in the morning and make the blessing of al netilat yadayim. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.